Hi Gemini, welcome to your May 2020 He Said, She Said reading. Thanks for joining us. My name is Michelle.
My name's Richard.
Let's get started with your reading, Gemini. For your oracle cards, firstly from the Oracle of Mermaids, you have the card of Time Out. Now, of course, this is an energy of solitude, of taking time to be alone, time away from human beings in particular, so that we become more self-aware, so that we can really go within. It's very much a hermit energy. Of course, we all have to spend some time alone to observe, to think, to be, to ponder the way that we live. And the energy that I'm getting around this is taking this time to contemplate your next move. And also I get a feeling around this of it may not be something that you're used to, Gemini. You may be used to having a lot of people around you. So we'll see where that goes. But Richard has pulled a card from the Mausolea Oracle.
Yes, Don the Red Shepherd. Now the Red Shepherd is responsible for taking the lost dead souls into his care. And what he does is he has these red knights who do that for him, and he collects those lost souls, and then he evaluates them and figures out which ones of those can be red knights themselves to go and collect other lost souls. But his castle provides a place of respite and place of comfort for those souls who are lost. I'm wondering if, Gemini, you have somebody like that in your life, somebody who provides comfort and respite for you.
So we'll see where this goes, Gemini. Either side can resonate, of course, so whatever side resonates the most, that's your message. At the bottom of the deck for you, I have the World card.
And I've got the Six of Pentacles.
So we'll cut these cards. And we'll start with the status of this relationship, how you feel about this person. We'll take a look at the strengths, what's working for the relationship, the challenge, what's working against it, your advice, what you should do, advice on what you shouldn't do, what you may not be aware of, the hidden aspects of the matter, and the potential outcome.
Okay, so status of the relationship. How this person views you, Gemini. The strengths, weaknesses. What this person should keep doing, what they should stop doing. What's hidden in the situation, and the outcome if nothing changes.
Let's take a look at the status here. We have the Empress. You know, I'm wondering if that isn't the other person here, Gemini. It could be a mother. Perhaps this is visiting someone who is that caretaker, that nurturer, someone who is providing respite, maybe after a time of difficulty.
Okay, let's take a look at the status of the relationship. We have the Chariot here. It's a great card. It's about direction, ambition, drive. It's possible, Gemini, you might be feeling lost right now, and this person's actually helping you, helping provide direction to you.
Let's see how you're feeling about this person. We have the Four of Swords in reverse. So again, it's about that respite, isn't it? Mm. It's very much a feeling here of, I'm getting an energy around you, Gemini, of spending too much time being distracted by stuff. Distracting thoughts, distracting ideas, distracting objects, even just distracting tasks all around, really. And it's gotten you to the point where you can't think clearly. And so I feel that this person is providing you with some kind of, if they're not with you physically, then at least you're talking to them. And they're providing you with some kind of advice or knowledge here that maybe you should take a break. Maybe you need to stop and really contemplate your current circumstances before making any big major life decisions.
Over here we have the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, see, this is how this person's viewing you, Gemini. They're viewing you as somebody who is a bit rudderless right now. Mm. And I see this here with the Chariot card as the status of the relationship. They feel it's their place to give you some guidance, to put you on the right path, to set you on the right way.
Mm. Let's have a look and see what's working for the relationship. We've got the Five of Wands. Well, you know, I feel that this person gives you that they kind of push your buttons, but not in a negative way. It actually kind of pushes you out of a comfort zone.
Spurs you on.
Spurs you on. because, you know, we all have that person in our life, and it's usually a family member who tells it to us straight. They're not going to beat around the bush, and if they see you doing something wrong, or what they think is wrong, or if they see you being directionless, not taking action in your life the way that they think that you have the ability to, if they see you rudderless, if they see you not living life to your fullest potential, then I think that they are going to maybe pick at you a little bit. I'm also getting, this could be an earth sign energy, it could be a Virgo. The reason why I'm saying that is because I'm getting this image in my mind of someone who can be a bit picky, and you might, it might give you a bit of, you know, it's kind of like when someone, they want the best for you, they love you, they want the best for you, but they pick at you to the point where it starts arguments. But they're only doing it because they love you and want the best for you, and I think you realise that.
Looking over here at the strengths, we got the Two of Cups here. So, you know, this person really does love you, Gemini. It doesn't have to be a family member, it could even be a partner, a present partner. But, you know, it's somebody in your life who is providing that comfort and really does care about you.
Let's take a look and see what the challenge is here. The Four of Cups, well, this would be you, Gemini, ignoring this individual, cutting yourself off from them. So it's an interesting energy that I feel with this time out. It could be that you're taking time away from this particular person because you feel that they're a bit picking at you too much. And so you're thinking to yourself, you know what, I don't really want to deal with that person now. So I feel like we're talking about two people who've had an argument, a falling out. I'm getting this very strong family member energy, whether that's a mother, a spouse, someone who really cares for you deeply, Gemini, but you're stepping away from that for a while because you don't like what they're saying to you. That's number one. You don't agree with it. But it's saying that what they're saying to you is probably something that's needed to be heard, but your ears and your eyes are not open presently. And emotionally, I see you disconnected, closing off from this person for a time.
If you haven't stepped away, then you're thinking about it.
Yeah.
Now, I think that's a bit of a danger here, Gemini. I think the message that I'm getting so far from this reading is that Spirit's trying to tell you that there's somebody who cares about you. They want the best for you. And I think you've got to take their help in the spirit that it's been given.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take a look over here at weaknesses. We've got the Five of Pentacles in the reverse here. So it's the very fact that they can help make conditions better for you that might be part of the problem here. You know, sometimes people can become or be perceived as smothering when they try to comfort other people. The other way of looking at this is that maybe, Gemini, you've been through a Five of Pentacles moment, a place of a time of rejection, the end of a relationship, you didn't cause, or something like that. And this person is here to help you improve your conditions. And, you know, it's coming up as a weakness is because that's what you're going through right now.
And I feel you're even at a distance from this person because you've isolated yourself from them because you don't like what they're saying to you.
Well, if you haven't isolated yourself from them, you're certainly thinking about doing so.
Yeah. Let's have a look and see what your advice is, what you should do. Here we have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So I think a lot of this has to do with this person being on your back a little bit about your life. This is someone who cares for you deeply. They're seeing you go down a road that they feel is not you living your best life, or not you living to your best capabilities, not you not using the skills, the talents that you have to the best of your abilities. So this person is really concerned that you're not using your talents wisely. So I think for you, rather than close yourself off from the idea of this and be completely opposite and thinking to yourself, you know what, I'm just not going to take that person's advice on board whatsoever. I'm just going to continue doing my thing over here. You're being asked by Spirit to take a step back, to have a think about what they've said, But more than that, have a think about what it is that you truly want to do with your life, because I feel like there's a wasted talent here, or a wasted skill. It may be that you're accumulating skills but then not using them. I'm also getting that from Spirit. So this could be the card of someone who does a lot of schoolwork or a lot of coursework but then doesn't follow through.
The professional student.
The professional student. I'm not saying that's you, no, Gemini, but it's kind of like that energy that I'm getting. So for you, I think that you're being forced into this energy and maybe confronted by some things by family that you don't want to hear, but you need to hear so that you can get your life in order, really.
Yeah, the Three of Pentacles is a card of true practicality.
Yeah.
And when it's in the reverse, there's a feeling that something impractical is going on. Let's take a look over here. We've got the Page of Pentacles in the reverse as what this person shouldn't do. Well, it's not this person's responsibility to provide a new start for you, Gemini. It's not up to them to well, it's up to them to tell you what you need to do, I think, or to give you advice, but certainly not to give you the monetary support for you to start again. It's going to be up to you to make sure that you handle that. But in the end, this person's just really going to provide guidance, but I don't think they're really going to provide too much in the way of practical help.
Let's have a look and see what you shouldn't do here with your advice. The Page of Swords in reverse. Well, it's about how you communicate. Close off the communication. Communicate harshly with this individual. Say nasty things about them. It seems to me like you've had a falling out with a family member, Gemini. It's about their how they would like your life to continue. They don't agree with where you're currently at in life. They don't see you using your skills to the best of your abilities. They may even see you as someone who's a little bit lazy, a little bit, with that Knight of Pentacles in reverse, lost, or just not doing much with your life. And so, Gemini, it seems like this person around you is saying to you, look, get your life in order. But you're thinking to yourself, no, I'm not going to do that. It seems like this person may have been in the past someone who has been a little bit more giving.
I was going to say that they've actually supported you monetarily at some point in the past. If not monetarily, they provided you a place to live or a place to stay while you've been...
Traditionally, they've helped you in some way.
Yes, that's right.
Given you that respite. But it's now like they're cutting the cord.
Pushing the baby bird out of the nest is kind of the energy I'm getting here.
And Gemini, you could be this mother who has a child, and this may be this child here that keeps coming back to you for help, keeps saying, oh, I'm going to do this. And it's kind of like someone who keeps changing their life direction.
Yes, either it's you, Gemini, or you're the person who's helping someone else. Yeah.
But it's all about choosing a direction, sticking to it, using the talents rather than... I keep getting this energy here, Richard, of someone who just accumulates knowledge or accumulates skills but then doesn't go ahead and actually test them out.
Right.
They just have these things on paper.
Yeah. I don't know if it's fear, trying to commit to a certain pathway.
Or if it is like this person seems to think there's some laziness here.
Yeah. All right. Let's take a look at what this person should stop doing. We have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse here as to what they should stop doing. Yeah, it's about not ignoring the wheel. It's about not ignoring fate, destiny, karma. You see, I think there is an element of fear around this person who's helping this other person, to comfort her, if you will. This person who's comforting has a responsibility to push the baby bird out of the nest, to actually make this person be accountable and reach their own destiny. And I think that's really the key here, and that is allowing this person to form their own destiny, to form their own legacy. Because I think that the person who's being comforted, whether it be you, Gemini, or Gemini, you're comforting somebody else, there's a danger of smothering that person and stopping them from reaching their full potential. And I think the comforter realizes that.
Yeah. Let's see what's hidden here. The Tower. Well, that's the thing. This is that moment where the old way of being is crashing down. But it's so that you can rebuild on a stronger foundation. Whatever was there to support you. I see the Tower there as past support, holding you up, placing you in this position of safety, if you will. When you think of a tower, what is it built for? It's usually built for defense. It's usually a place where we hide from outside forces, when we feel attacked or when we feel afraid. What do? We hide behind these barricades, these walls. Well, this is that moment of destruction of that, and this is you kind of being laid bare, if you will, Gemini, you or the other person here, being laid bare and feeling a bit vulnerable, feeling a little bit scared here about, my support has been taken away, or my safety net has been taken away. What do I do now?
Yeah, and it's funny with this red shepherd here, how he has that castle as well, and that's a place of comfort. It's almost like that place of comfort almost comes crashing down around you.
It's a make or break moment, this, with the Tower.
All right, let's take a look at what's hidden on this side. Look at that. Strength. It's funny. It's that's compassion, right? I've always seen this card as compassion. If you look at this woman here who's comforting this lion. On this card. But the thing is that compassion doesn't always look like compassion. If you've got a 5-year-old, for example, who wants cookies for dinner, the compassionate thing to do is to tell that 5-year-old, no, you can't have cookies for dinner. But the 5-year-old is not going to see that as being compassionate, and they're going to storm off and run into their room and slam their door and say,
this 4 of Cups.
You're the worst parent ever.
Yeah.
Well, this is what I'm talking about here. See, what's hidden is this whole cutting off thing, or this whole giving guidance but not providing practical help is actually their way of helping the other person reach their destiny. This could be you, Gemini, who's doing this again, or it could be you who's the recipient of this advice or help.
Let's have a look at the outcome. We've got Judgment. So that's brilliant. I love that. It is about being able to step through that gateway into the next phase of life. And it is about, with the Tower and Judgment there, I love those two together because it speaks to me of that make or break moment. But with Judgment, it tells me that, Gemini, you have the capacity here to really move forward in a major way in life and only take with you. It's kind of like, how do I want to describe this? It's kind of like something coming back from the dead, where you feel like something has been destroyed, and you're thinking to yourself, oh no, what do I do now? My life seems to be crashing down around me. But it's in those moments of real terror or of real drama and chaos that is our make or break moment. And it's during those moments that we grow, that we evolve, and we are forced to make decisions that impact the rest of our lives. And I see that as you having this opportunity of getting rid of some kind of old safety net, an old pattern of behavior that has held you back from achieving what you really need to achieve in life. And this is you stepping forward here to a life in which you'll actually be a lot more satisfied, even though you may not see that right now, Gemini.
Right, it's hidden, right? This whole compassionate thing is hidden. This person knows what they have to do as well. They're not blind to their responsibility here.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at the outcome for this person. Wow, look at that, the 3 of Swords in the reverse. So in the end, they understand that there's going to be some pain associated with all of this here. But it is in the reverse, and it means that I think these walls can be mended. Or this tower can be rebuilt, is what I get from that.
Yeah, eventual reconciliation.
That's right.
But under much better circumstances.
And forgiveness, because the thing is,
Absolutely.
Thing is, Gemini, if this is you here, you're going to be a different person after having gone through this Tower moment.
Yeah.
And you know you'll be able to build this relationship on a much stronger foundation, and it'll be a foundation under which you understand the conditions but by which this person has treated you, or why they've done the things that they've done. It all becomes clear.
Right now you're seeing it as them being harsh to you.
Right.
Or creating a difficult circumstance for you, or not being there for you when you want them to be. But eventually, in time, you'll see it quite differently. And Richard's right. Cards of reconciliation, cards of forgiveness. This relationship between the two of you will be repaired in time. But it's going to take some... Gemini, I've got it as you, as someone here who needs to grow up a little bit.
Right.
Needs to step out of the nest, and needs to go through some tests.
Fly on your own. Fly
on your own, and maybe experience life a bit harsher for a while. But it's something that you have to do so that you can evolve as a person. And when the two of you come back together, because I do get more family energy around this, but it could be friends, or it could be someone like that, someone who's been there for you as a support system in the past, Gemini. I do see you being able to bring this back together, because there is love between the two of you, that's for certain. But I do think that this time away from this person, time away from this support system, this solitude, it's going to really make you very self-supporting and self-aware. But we'll have a look at this further in the extended. So if this is resonating with you, please do join us. The link is below in the descriptions box. It'll be about another 30-minute reading. We'll be clarifying, going a lot further in depth, so please do join us there. We'll be doing a Lenormand reading and looking at some oracles for guidance as well. Of course, if you'd prefer a personal reading, you can reach out. The email is gypsyinsights@gmail.com, and that email is also in the box below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you're a newcomer, we'd love to have you. And if this one doesn't resonate, it won't resonate with all Geminis, of course. It's a general reading. You can check out our self-repair playlist on the channel, and there you'll find readings that are done in this he said, she said style, but they're not sign or time dependent, so please do check those out. Wishing you the best with this, Gemini. We'll see you in part 2, or we'll see you soon.
Thanks, Gemini. Goodbye and good luck.